Well, hello people, welcome to the next Senpai. These anime feature characters who have been reincarnated or summoned into another world with some other purpose. Top anime lists are focused that coming throughout in 2022, which I made to remind you when you forget to watch it, especially if you are still new about this. Before it will started, don't forget to subscribe and share this videos for anime lovers in every universe who need it. So keeping watching this video and stay awesome. Let's go! War God System. I'm counting on you. The young man named Anlin meets the old immortal emperor, who grants him the god of war system that will change his destiny. After reincarnation of the supreme god of darkness in the sky, encountering a powerful practitioner. When first coming to the spirit world, Anlin is humiliated and pretends to weak by classmates, cause he was raised to these world without knowledge about cultivation. To eliminate the stigma, he has to improve her cultivation skills with the help from God of War system. Due to the oddity and take advantage for bugging of the system, he was able to progress extremely quickly to surprise others at the United University cultivation, has to increase the ranks rising quickly. The protagonist still learned more about cultivation and techniques due to his curious nature, with his right timing to extremely rare encounters very easily, so that why, he has received great support from his close friends. He also has a lot of hidden power as follow his backstory and badass Heavenly Eyes who can inspection has large number users, so that he could also use during the battle. Black Summoner. Due to the god's mistake, come to life again into a new world, and he doesn't have a memory from his past life. Doing something crazy and beyond imagination, when he is bartered away all of his memory in exchange with the new powerful abilities during his recent transported to another world. He knows too about the Shinigami, because he uses a scythe as a weapon. Heading out into a powerful role as a summoner with his first follower being the goddess, named Melfina. Kelvin begins his new life as the Green Priest on his adventure card, but he is trying to hidden secret power as a summoner because it was rare in power struggles between the nobility. Join this club, in an exhilarating and epic adventure, as Black Summoner and his allies are fighting all of the obstacle together, and suppressed a new milestone of every history. He has bad habit, show his sickness smiling when fight with worthy enemies. Because Kevin is totally battle junkie. Rift, Space and Time. The unstable energies between of the three world and heterodox world, tore across time and space are created the rift. This is the only passage through which monsters from another realm can enter the world. To stop the invading monsters, the chosen one as guardian of the world had to fight in Rift. Lin Yifan is the main protagonist of this anime. He is a struggling follow his dream being a manhwa artist who has acquired the ability to see spirits and transcend realms. Lin Yifan still has been mortgaged in fight with monster, but he has natural benefits of luckiest to survive in that world, and the help of his friend who coming in the right time. They are alliance as the cross-time invincible team, with Lin Yifan for fight demon, cause he has a friendly personality and upholds justice. Lin Yifan has an invincible legendary sword called the Excalibur, and the true potential of Yifan's abilities was still sealed. When his cursed seal is active, his strength and power are increased with drastically. Harem and the Labyrinth of Another World. Struggling with loneliness and negative experience in society, high school student named Michio Kaga wanders the internet and stumbles across a strange website. The odd site, which to choose a point-based system in the questionnaire, allows you to create your own skills and abilities for a character. His ability to cheat in combat includes analyzing everything around him, allowing him to gauge their strengths and weaknesses. With experience in the past and physical abilities like a kendo, he can navigate this dangerous new environment. Durandal is an extremely powerful weapon, especially for beginners. He always curious when someone knows about how powerful Durandal, it's the key for he redistributes his bonus points. After he accepts, he passes out and is thrown into the other world, cause what, there is no ways to come back home, it's impossible. Inevitably, he must enjoying his new life, earn money with clear mission in the conquering dungeon, becoming king of a harem to satisfy all his masculine desires. Parallel World Pharmacy. Kanji Yakutani, a professional pharmacist who is very passionate about his work. Since his sister's death from a malignant tumor, he is obsessed with develop new medicine for help of people. But he dies from overworked, then he is reincarnated into another world as a 10-year-old named Falma, the son of a famous medical practitioner, in the Fluid Science Emperor. He has useful memories and knowledge from his original world, but has nothing another world with medieval culture. In his first debut, he showed magic power is overpowered that made those around him amazed, but afraid in same time.
Falma is the water magic attribute, and since reincarnating, he can combine several elements and create new substances as he wants.
Possessing the mark from God of Medicine, who can activate magic without spelling and has magical vision that functions like X-ray, so Falma can see in detail the parts of human body that need medical treatments. He wanted to erase the gap, where proper medical cares are only be accessed by the nobility. With his divine blessing and preserved knowledge of pharmacology in modern world, Falma decided to revolutionize medical advances and affordable treatments for everyone without exception. The Executioner and her way of life. In the Isekai, being strong after reincarnating into another world is one of kind to increase the attractiveness and highest selling point. But unlike this anime, people who come from an alternative world and become strong are considered a threat and being a failed product, they are called the Lost One. Most of the time they can't control the power of the pure concept, causing disaster and calamity to the world. To prevent calamities again, the Chosen One are coming for a light hope as an executioner figure called the Faust. They are moves with approaches effectively and assassinate any lost ones that may still appear. High-ranking Faust, Menno, assigned to execute Akari Takedo. However, she failed and soon realized that Akari abilities the pure concept of time like a Doctor Strange, making her capable to turning back the time, do whatever she wants that commands the space and time with youthful abandon. The superhuman concept is overpowered and unkillable, so that Menno and Momo are racking their brain and develop right plan again and waiting a right moment to execution Akari Takedo with smoothly. She professed herself pupil of the wise man. The series follows Sakimori Kagami, an enthusiastic gamer who has been playing virtual reality multiplayer online named Ark Earth Online, for a long time as the character Dunbaf. Dunbaf is looked like an old male sorcerer who is one of 9 wise men of the powerful mage who flogged King Salomon's side. One day after adjusting his character, he has decided to try a strange cash item called Vanity Case from the game, finds himself displaced into the setting of his roleplays. Something wrong with the process of reincarnation, he is not turning into the powerful magician of Dunwolf Gandagor, but coming in the cute girl looks, as her new identity, she proclaims the name as Mira. She retains Dunwolf's sorceress abilities too, like a sage skill are totally affected by the physical strength and close-range combat. Don't forget about his core of abilities is the Summoner, it could be said for the overpowered main hero in the Alkite Kingdom. Now, she has an entirely new purpose for completed the mission of King Salomon and ventured to prove the legacy. The world of Otome game, trapped in a dating simulator. An introverted guy is forced to complete a weird game as a dating simulator, with rapidly for day by day and ignorance himself. His emotional disturbances accompanied by extreme exhaustion and severe headaches, until he forget to sleep and dies of hunger. He reincarnated into the game world where he is played in dating simulator. He was cast as a side character named Leon Bartfort. He was successfully completed the quest in the hidden dungeon in a dramatically and founding Luxion. Since that moment, his life changes in the better ways. Luxion is a deuteragonist, an important part of the Protagonist support system. He always monitors Leon's every move and comes up with the best plan, and makes sure everything performed well in line with what the master thinking. Leon also has a battle armor created by Luxion called Arrogans. Its proportion is abnormal appearance than standard armor, but it has incredible speed and power at same time. Leon is a taskmaster who can improvise, adapting, and make a miracle by outside of the boundaries. A person who is manipulative, attack mental and emotional side of their enemy to get what he wants. My Isekai life. Yuji Sano has died as a hectic worker in hostile corporate environment, but wake up in the fantasy world as a play role being a monster tamer. Despite his confusion like a peer puzzling, he tamed a slime and immediately discovered the old house of a departed by great magician. He discovered that when the slimes read the collection of magician books, he immediately learned all the skills and knowledge from the books, and within minutes he increased, so that instantly he becomes the power of sage. In the journey, Yuji is great leader for multiple tamed not only slime but also his proud wolf, and forest spirit, dryad, the possibility will develop again in the next chapter. Yuji is flat guy but has changed dramatically when showing emotion during the fight. His true potential magic power as a sage was always hidden from around because he didn't want to stand out. He also has a super class combat with sword summon and reinformants it with elemental magic. So it can be huge damage to the opponent, then they are extremely wipe out. He guess still have some wounds from the past. Unavoidably, Yuji must take an action for unforeseen dangers to protect his new world as home. Skeleton Knight in another world. With a mysterious purpose, the gamer is transported to a different world. Trapped in his game avatar, he was shocked to discover that his appearance is look fearsome like a skeleton. In this fantasy world, Ark decides that it should be try to hide his true identity and appearance by never removing his helmet. All of his weapon and equipment who Ark's used are mythical grade, and his main job is the Heavenly Knight. Sometimes people underestimate it because of his strange behavior. Ark has powerful kinetic vision, and as an elf, he has the ability to see spirit magic, although in smaller quantities. He is one of the protagonists who has a lot of overpowered physical strength and insane magic skills, so that why he can even beat his opponent with one deadly attack. All his hopes for living in a peaceful life are disappeared when he crosses paths with his partner adventures as Dark Elf. They are take a journey together and implementing their new destiny to clear a troublemaker where the adventure is contributed, being a peaceful maker in the world getting full of conflict.